Are you proud of me, Gale? I did it all by myself.
Whatever ancient purpose is imbued in these halls, it may not welcome our presence here. We should be wary of whatever lurks beneath the dust.
For real. Which kinda reminds me, we have to talk to our companions.
This place is astonishing. A bard's legend made real.
I gotta say, what is kind of sad is that this quest kind of is like the big quest for Wyll, and so far, it wasn't really input by him, right?
There's a definite touch of the mythic to this place.
I still love his clothes. Shadowheart and
This
Jaheira.
place is quite a find. Imagine all the people going about their lives unaware of what their city is hidden away.
I mean, who would even suspect this being down here, and a dragon at that? At the heart of it.
I thought the Harpers knew every hidey hole and rat run in the city. This place housed something slightly larger than a rat, I think.
I think I wouldn't call a dragon a rat. The dragon might be insulted. And rightfully so. Alright, we're halfway done. Completed 2 of the riddles. We'll just go from right to left. I think we'll kind of start like that, so let's pretend there's a system. This one. It's kind of funny, like coming here, I didn't remember any of the riddles. Once I opened the doors, my brain's like, oh yeah, we know that. Oh boy, this was quite something.
A good leader has the insight to find good counsel. As a war reaches its end, there is one who doesn't advise for the city's prosperity. Find him and strike him down.
To judge them, there's 3 here. Stat, Mops, and Swelto. I think we read something before about Swelto. Because the name feels very familiar. But I gotta say, I forgot. Yeah. And the thing is, how do we find something about them? We have to interact with those flying books. The 5-Year War, a diplomat's record. The 5-Year War, by Torwin Bass. The war was, in truth, nothing short of a tragedy. It began as a mild altercation between the sanguine sons of Aelio and Vida families regarding, if you can believe it, the proper ownership of a sheep farm. Over the course of 3 seasons, full-blown conflict had erupted between Baldur's Gate and Victon. A pointless war, leaving both cities with nothing but 1,000 youthful corpses to show for it. And all that for a sheep farm.
No traps, please.
I think last time what I did was just like go into turn-based mode, and I think I didn't kill the books, because if you kill the books I think they just vanish. And you can't really, Jake's Encyclopedia of Eels, we read that before. You can't really read them if they're dead. So, what we'll do... Let's once again try that. Yeah, they also don't have like any description or something like that. I think throwing them was the idea. It also seems kind of random. We can talk to it.
Hold still, will you?
Ah, we can grab it. That was it. Okay, sleight of hand. Astarion, here you go. Nice. Let's see. Now we have the first one.
I'm ready.
So, we'll just keep on doing that. But I think especially the throwing aspect, I don't know. I think someone told me on stream, because I got like a little frustrated first time I played it. It seems so random. Throw. Oh, 36%. Come on, Gale. Yes. Gale, athletic successful. I mean, you do look athletic.
Yes.
Someone there.
Go again.
Tennis, get down here!
Down here? Isn't it down here?
Tennis, get down here!
Maybe we can't do that like twice with the same person?
Slippery little blighter. slippery little
At least in the
blighter.
same turn, I think we can't do it.
Father,
Come on.
hold still, will you?
For whatever reason, we can now just use it. Oh. Just going to give it to Astarion. I think there was a... Yeah.
Swift as my feet.
Just want to say, I
carry
think there
me.
was a third one, because I mean, we have like 3 targets. I mean, suspects. Suspects, targets, all the same. Right. Interestingly, apparently we don't even need to use sleight of hand. We can just throw them, pickpocket, and pick them up. Don't need to pickpocket. Okay. Let's start with Swelto. The Ethics of War by Christina Swelto. My colleague Amaps proposes fair rules of engagement in times of war, and forgiveness upon victory. Are we to spare the enemies, then, once they have fallen to our might? Are we to put all hatred behind us when surrender is offered? Indeed not. But what shall we do once our opponent gathers new armies and masses them once again along our borders? We shall wage another war, and count the lives snuffed out on our own magnanimity. Once an enemy kingdom is conquered, it must be razed to the ground. Only then can we be free of its spectre. Yup, this is like quite collateral, and I think the other ones are nicer. So I think we need to kill Swelto. Amap's Memoirs. My life has been a long succession of pleasures. To see my town take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs. To see my fight against horrid living conditions and cittery factories take off. To have the chance to see a new generation take to those ideas of a better, kinder, fairer and intelligent world and run with it to new reaches of the continent. It was not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My oldest friend Swelto comes to mind, who had adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself on the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive such theories under the strain of exile, and the promise of reinstatement as she ultimately was. Yes, I would say Amaps is way nicer, way more compassionate. So that's Virtues of Unions. Also sounds rather left-leaning with unions. The Virtues of Unions by Alwyn Stead. It is quite obvious that larger kingdoms offer benefits to all people within. As a kingdom grows, so does it feels, its populace and its economy. A few charred corpses is a worthy sacrifice if a dragon offers share his hoard, after all. So, too, should you seek union, however imperfect, should a powerful kingdom march its army on your borders. Some friction is inevitable, of course. Citizens' rights might erode, for instance, but such lesser issues will be sanded down by the march of time. Such is the price of peace. Okay, I would say Amaps. Oh. But yeah, I would say Amaps seems like the most friendly one, the most left one also, and like Swelto seems like quite cruel. But hey, we can also just talk to Wyll about it.
Everything is clear.
Gosh, my headset's still turning on and off again. Maybe I have to think about something else. Oh well.
I'm here for you. Always.
Didn't you just say let's chat? Yes. Wyll, you had an idea about the inside trial, yes?
Yes. Swelto's ethic of war would lead to endless conflict. No city could survive it. Swelto is the one you should strike.
I also think it's quite obvious. But it's kind of cool. Like, Gale can give you, or Gale can basically solve for you it's not chess, it's, what did he say? Landsport? He can solve the Landsport riddle. Wyll can say, like, solve this riddle for you.
Be on my way.
So, Swelto, down view. An insightful decision. The Tree of Peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed. Alright, off to the last trial. Probably going to sleep now, so enjoy the stream everyone, bye. Alright, have a good one, Kolya. Hope to see you soon again, hope you get a good night of sleep and rest, and yeah, all the best for further learning the next few days. Just one more riddle. Or challenge, or trial, or whatever you want to call this. Okay, how did you get there? Weird. Okay.
Paintings hung on the wall. Almost like an art gallery.
The Chamber of Justice. Yeah, that looks like a very shady judge, right? Oh me.
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
Justice. No pardon without repentance, and no penalty without mercy. The right path often lies between the extremes.
Mercy. Say.
Please. Justice should be a harsh lesson. All the better to deter the next vagabond.
You sure about that, Astarion? I mean, looking at what you did in the past, I don't know. I think you also should plead for mercy. But yeah, that's the thing. Without Wyll, it's kind of a little bit harder to be like, okay, what kind of justice? And, I mean, having Wyll here makes things heaps easier. Thank you for the wise words, Wyll. I keep them in mind.
Wise indeed, though I can't take credit. It was my father who taught me the ways of the just.
Right, but still, let's talk. No, we talked to the city already. Crowded sentence. The judge is obscuring paintings within 6 meters, preventing judgment being passed on an accused soul. I almost said excused. Excuse yourself, soul. But since it's a curse, we're... Okay, I just want to say we're lifting the curse, but... I'm not sure we can. Oh, we can.
The dishonorable judge was banished, but judgment must still be passed.
With haste.
So, before we decide on the sentence, maybe we should look around and figure out what's happening. And it starts here. This one I remember really well. And it all starts with the apple.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political.
And it all starts with small fry.
The child, a red-haired man, is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched.
Wait. There's text above. I never saw that before. There's text above all of them. Well, all of those here. What? I think I never noticed, at least.
The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it. Tally marks totaling the number 9.
It feels like something we should recognize, or one could recognize. What is up with the writing up here? Weird.
Let's see what this does.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact.
At least Temple of Oakma if it's in Neverwinter. But I mean, since they're in Baldur's Gate, it's probably not the Temple of Oakma. No, House of Wonder is the Gonyan Temple in Baldur's Gate, right? Lots of magic items.
The the chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind.
I don't know what kind of orb it is.
A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance. The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Yeah, the apples are just the distraction. It also seems like the judge is quite corrupt. I think that's why he was like cursed by the crowd here. So, we can go for the hanging, we can go for freedom, or we can go for the cell. And yeah, I mean, just looking at the kind of idea of justice that Wyll explained to us, it's not about like going for the extremes, so it's going to be in the middle, the cell. This doesn't work.
The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
It would be way more interesting to know how long he would have to
serve the red-haired man.
Serve in total. Can't we? Ah, we can pick it up. I was like, can't we pick it up? And here we go.
The dishonorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Using a sentence according to the crime as a paragon of justice? Huh. Okay, before we move onwards, of course it's going to be kind of a tough battle. I wonder why Jaheira is still silenced. Kind of seems odd.
Still alive.
Long rest.
So that's progress.
We do still have like quite a few of our resources, so might seem wasteful.
They should all be running.
But I think it's just like better safe than sorry. Don't think anyone wants to talk. I will still make my rounds. At least look around a little. Yeah, but I don't see exclamation marks. So let's kick out Astarion Wyll. Who is that? Maybe we're gonna see. Oh, maybe not. Gosh, I think this fight will be brutal with the enemy having like another action. It's going to be insane. Well, hey, Lae'zel wants to talk. Before we talk to Lae'zel though, I'm just going to grab our other companions.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
Okay, we also need Wyll. Here.
I'm here for you.
I automatically
Always.
walked there and just didn't realize he's there.
That's...
Okay, also, we'll talk to Lae'zel, and then we can just leave and do our boosts.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Lae'zel, you are a monk now. You don't use weapons. And Lebanon tries to think on his knowledge of Githyanki silver swords. What details did Lae'zel miss? Gosh, 18. You know what? It's nice lore. It still doesn't help. Okay, I'm willing to spend like 1 inspiration. Wow. That wasn't lucky.
Lae'zel gave a thorough description. You can't think of more you would add.
What makes the silver sword so special?
A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare. The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Gaeth.
That doesn't sound like something you want close to you, but hey. Okay, let's leave. Let's leave and let's go for our companions. Right. Draw an elemental, and we will just start with fire. I'm also just going to regenerate our spells that we just spent, so don't forget that.
What's next?
Shadowheart, we're going to go for our planar ally. Also, with Lavender, we shouldn't forget about the Beak of Animals.
You have my
I
attention.
think Gale can't do any buffs, right? That Gale, very
Watch your
disappointing.
elders and learn.
I mean, same for Jaheira. For Astarion, we're going to go for Myrmidon. And our companion. Oh, that's a nice ring to it.
Where am I needed?
For you, we're just going to take back our... There. Create undead. The target must be a small or medium corpse. Just want to say, we don't have a corpse around here, unfortunately. Okay. Besides that, we just need to use Long Strider on everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Okay, so basically we still need to long strider to all those companions here. Alright.
All is
I think that's it. Just for some extra sparkle, just going to use some aid course. Especially for the summons, it actually is really nice. I mean, look at that. For example, aid level 3. Just gives like 10 hit points to everyone, but that's like, looking at our companions, it's like 2, 3, 5, 6, 12. That's like 120 additional HP. With just like one spell slot.
What to do?
Okay.
One day I'll catch a break.
On a quick save. And descent. Dragon Sanctum. Also kind of interesting that we have lots of those weird crystals everywhere. And also that the Emperor was just like really grumpy about us entering this place. But since then, no comment at all.
With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great worm, heart of the gate.
Let's say hi to the dragon. Also quite a useful asset against anything, basically. Like a dragon. But, alas, not meant to be. Answer, Heart of the Gate, 0 of 600 HP. But yeah, what makes you kinda skeptic about the whole thing is, well, we still have light legendary resistance. and stuff like that. I think if enemies have like legendary resistance against incapacitation, using like Hold Monster isn't really worth it. Incoming damage is reduced by 4, immutable form, repelling wrath. Dragon can retaliate against an attacker with his breath weapon once per round. Oh boy. Well, let's see if we can maybe loot it. Or if something happens.
Hells. The great worm is nothing but bone and memories.
Oh, great dragon. I think what I tried the first time was also to see if we can speak with dead. And that's kind of the giveaway that something very bad is going to happen. Can't target undead. Like,
let's get going.
Okay, cool. Hi, undead dragon.